Prime stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give out of the gun. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
They'll give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Tight end now in motion. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Got a man. It's Bussey. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Good route running by the receiver on that corner route. Was really able to make a sharp break and then run toward the open hole in the defense.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Give to the running back. Use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Texas A&M going quickly. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They go 83 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds a tight end. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that point.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Calls his own number, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw. It's Owens. Under fire. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got a man, it's Craver. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
A&M comes back out with another first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the line. Stick. Break. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. Working that right side. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Found a seam. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I'll tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. That's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. With the catch, it's Austin. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the option. Got a little space. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. The Aggies really able to gig him that time on the option run.
And this is a proud fan base, and they want to see offense. They want to see fun, high-flying offense, and they want to see a guy at the quarterback position that can absolutely make plays.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. This quarterback part of their running game. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to get the corner. Running into the open space. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. They want to run this quarterback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. And the try is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Tatum. Breaks into the open. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. They'll give it to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They feed him again. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
To the ground with the back. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. Smashes ahead. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's got it. Touchdown Sooners. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something. There he goes! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And
those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Looking downfield, it's Owens. They're working that left side. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
You know, football really is a game similar to chess, and there's this cat-and-mouse game going on between the offensive and defensive coordinators right now. It'll be interesting to see later in the game if the offensive coordinator shows the defense the exact same pre-snap look. The defense will be thinking they're going to the corner route, but then this time the receiver will break to the middle of the field, might catch the defense completely off guard.
The give to the back. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. This is a designed run. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth down attempts, they'll try it again. A designed run for the quarterback. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll leave it with him. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback keeps it. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead and make the defense stop you.
They're going to ride this running back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll run it to the right side. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. It'll be 3rd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
The Aggies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Let's go! Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. The run from the shotgun. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and... You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Corners are going to bail. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Dances away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. This A&M defense is showing up with an attitude and ready to saw everybody's horns off.
And I think it starts with those big bullies up front. And Texas high school football, you can find those guys, and they come to A&M, and you've seen them year after year after year. Big physical guys. Doesn't matter who's coaching the defense. They find those body types up front.
They'll run play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he'll just get rid of that one. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. He wants to throw it. He wants a big play here late. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Just keep slinging it. Going for 6. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. West Virginia managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll savor this one in Morgantown for some time, no matter the final score. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Great job and contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Owens. Looking down the middle. Complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot, and guys, they answer the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless, faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll try the left side. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because